from the 35th district. Andrea Stewart cousin, excuse me. Sorry. She's running on the polls, but she's come to talk to us and tell us what she's been doing and what she's going to try to do in the future. So,
thank you. Thank you so much, and thank you for hosting this. It's very, very important. We talk about the national level elections, but if we ignore the elections that are local, where you can feel and touch and question and make your voices heard, we miss a tremendous opportunity. Most of you know that when I first ran for Senate, I lost by 18 votes. And it was a good lesson, because I took the fact that 18 is the age where you can begin to vote, and so I said, let me definitely target these 18-year-old kids to engage them. And it also was a number that I realized that everybody felt they could have done better, not just my side, but the other side too. Because everybody had somebody who was probably in the house or oh, I'm too busy. And so the next time around, everybody got in the game. Their side, our side. And voting is absolutely the great equalizer. You'll see a lot of money that's going into politics, and it certainly sends messages and a lot of messages. You just have to keep fighting, and you have to fight with the truth, with your record. But the reality is everybody is worth the same when they walk into that voting booth and do what they have to do. So I thank you for this. As you know, I'm new to New Rochelle, although I probably have worked on many levels with most of you for a very, very long time. So the fact that you and I are formally joined is exciting for me. You will meet two men who want to represent the other half of New Rochelle. I will represent not only New Rochelle, but I also have about 3/4 of White Plains. I have half of Yonkers. I have all of Scarsdale, and I have all of Greenburgh. I said my district used to look like a rectangle, but after redistricting, I say that it is the smiling profile of an old man with a scraggly beard. And I have given him a name. His name, so I remember all my districts, is Yaskar White Rock Green. Okay? So, but as I say to everybody, I don't know how to represent half a city. I won't be representing half a city. Everybody, as far as I'm concerned, is important. And if we can be of help, we are. Now, many of you might have known me from the county legislature. I authored the human rights legislation. We did living wage legislation, tougher gun laws. I was a staunch advocate for women and children, and continue in terms of my state tenure as being, again, an advocate for people. Leveling the playing field, opening the doors, removing barriers, where there's barriers to the voting process, whether, I fought to keep Dobbs Ferry Hospital open, which again, most of you don't use. But the reality is when I walked into the state senate, that hospital had been slated to close as part of a commission that the former governor had put in place to streamline hospitals. And I joined with the community. We got people down to the site. We absolutely mobilized. We got the new governor to take another look at it. We fought until, while most every other hospital is closed, that hospital remains open. Because when I get my hands on something, I don't let it go. So we're working on, again, creating not only opportunity, but I've done legislation that allows for more minority and women-owned businesses to get business from the state government. I have been successful in terms of even the regional councils that the governor has put in place to advocate for institutions and organizations in my district, and we did very well. We got about $50 million in the door with the regional development. In terms of the mandate relief, I am the ranking member of the Committee for Local Governments. I also serve on finance. I am on rules. I am on the environment. I'm on veterans and homeland security. I have the health committee. So name and interest, chances are I am on that committee. And I take them very seriously. The mandate relief has been something that, as the chair of local government, I have worked on consistently. And Pearl, I hear you, we still have to do more. But one of the things that we did do is make a place. There was no place where the mandates that the state government said had to be imposed on the local municipalities. There was no place that if a municipality thought that this was a mandate that was unnecessary or could be done in a more expeditious way, there was no way to have that exchange, no way to remove that mandate. But now we have codified a mandate relief council, which, if it works right, will allow for even some of the maybe smaller things that would mean a lot for local districts to do, to present to this council and get a waiver. I've done legislation that allows for the school districts and municipalities to piggyback on various contracts and to share their IT. So we have done a number of things and continue to do things. Part of I guess somebody had a sign to stop. I don't know how long it is, but part, am I good? Still more?
Just a few more
wrap up? Okay. I wanted to say also that in my getting to know the New Rochelle, I've already had a chance to meet with Dr. Weaver, and I was up to Shiloh, I guess sometime last week. I've met with our mayor, I've met with the superintendent of schools, I have met the police chief, and I'm going to talk to the fire because I care about the firefighters. Yes, I do. And all of you, I've been to some community. Hello, how are you? Brian? Yes, oh, okay. I've been to block parties and the jazz concerts. And one of the things that I say is that when I represent you, you're not going to be looking for me. You will find me. You will know where I am. I am very, very accessible. And I have one of my staff members, Simmer Brandon. You might know her. She's a former city council person. She works for me. I have seasoned people. I have bilingual people. I got young people who run for office and win. But the reality is that we are focused on constituent services as well. A lot of the member items aren't available to us anymore. It's gone are the days where we could just, give you big checks and make you happy. That's unfortunately not what we're able to do. But one thing we can do is pay attention to those things that can make your lives easier if we can help, whether it's dealing with some of your insurance issues or whatever. We also have a very good working relationship with all of the levels of government. We keep those lines of communication open so that if we're not the ones to take it, we will make sure that it gets directed to the appropriate people so that we will be able to resolve the problems to the best of our ability. So I am very, very happy for this time. Thank you again for your interest. Thank you for your attention. I am looking forward to having a very productive and good relationship with New Rochelle. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Make sure you see the president. Get together. And also, Walter Brown is on contact page for the gathering. Make sure,
Okay, Walter.
Yes.
All right,
So
make
we
sure,
get this call
yes.
so we can get together.
Thank you. I appreciate that tonight. Thank you so much.
All right.